And welcome back to another exciting podcast on Algoma U Radio, The Aura. It is November 16th, 2014. My name is Jon Natale.
And my name is Maria Fox, and we are your hosts, bringing you the matters that matter the most to you. This is your voice, your music, your aura.
Okay, so first of all, I just want to say that because of a lack of activities and because the show is winding down, we're going to be giving you the breakdown of events and then have a little chit-chat about some stuff, just because there's not very much stuff going on this week at all. There's only like a couple days. Was it 3 days? I think it was like 3 days or something.
Yeah, there's only a few days of stuff. Starting on Monday, there is...
Monday.
Sorry. It's the weather. I blame the weather in here. The conclusion to the Journey to Right Relations series is happening at, again, the Emmanuel United Church on 224 Bennett Boulevard. It'll be happening at 7 o'clock, and this week it will feature speakers Chief Dean Sayers and Teresa Binda, and they're going to be talking about how First Nations peoples are moving forward to reclaim their place in Canadian society and talk a little bit about what they're doing to move from the residential school history.
And also on Monday, starting that day and happening until Thursday from 9 to 5 in the Speakeasy is the Aboriginal Vendors Fair. So make sure you check that out. If it's 9 to 5 in the Speakeasy, I'm sure just by coming to the school you'll see it happening. So you can just stop by and check what's happening there.
Buy me nice Christmas gifts? No, I'm kidding. Tuesday is one of those days where nothing is happening.
Yeah, nothing happening. And then Wednesday, there's Soup and Sasa, and the female elder will be available from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. So check it out. And something I just actually mentioned on Wednesdays, and I think we kind of said in the past, but yes, the soup on Wednesdays, but it seems that everybody decides to have like all the free food on Wednesday. So there's like
donuts
the soup,
and student services.
Yep, there's donuts in the morning for student services, and then there's the soup for like noonish. And then not every Wednesday, but a lot of the Wednesdays, First Generation will have the pizza in that hallway there. And then there's also the French Cafe on Wednesdays. So there's like a lot of like free food and stuff on Wednesdays. So just to let you guys know, because I know not everybody likes to bring lunch. So sometimes like instead of going to the cafe, just go and grab some food. It's a good day.
Thursday is another boring day.
Do you want to say Friday?
You can do the first part of Friday. I'll do this.
Okay. So from 3 to 4 p.m., pet therapy in the Speakeasy. So make sure you check that out on Friday. Yeah, I might go check that out. It's on Friday. There's nothing happening, so sounds good. All the trained dogs and wait, I think we established there's only dogs or mostly dogs. You wouldn't want like fish or cats or anything like that. But yeah.
Also on Friday, this isn't confirmed yet, but there might be basketball. And again, if it's happening not at the GLC, there might be a fan bus that will be going to, since we'll be hosting at a Sioux College again. But stay tuned for that. Information is still forthcoming.
Stay tuned. And at 12 p.m., the men's sharing circle in the Sasa Lounge still on Friday. So if you're interested in checking that out, it's 12 p.m.
And also on Friday, which this is actually a very notable event. Wow, my voice though. From 9 to 10 in SH 400, it is the first official professional years orientation for the Bachelor's of Social Work program. So if you're interested in applying for the professional years for next year, this is going to be your chance to actually ask some questions about the application, learn what it's about. Light refreshments will be served. I know that there was supposed to be one that was before and it got canceled, so this is actually the first one of the series. So if this is something that you're interested in, I highly encourage you to come out. It is fairly early from 9 to 10 in the morning, but it's really, really like highly suggested that you go and actually talk to them and get your questions answered and start thinking about it, because it is a lot of work. So.
And then on Saturday and Sunday, there is nothing. Nothing else is going on Saturday and Sunday, so
Sorry,
use your
guys.
time to go do whatever you want to do. So,
basically.
Study,
So starting with your regular weekly events, on Wednesdays from 1 to 2 p.m. on the 4th floor of Shingwalk Hall by the elevators is the French Cafe. Coffee and cookies are served. If you speak any French or you want to learn how to speak French, drop by, have some casual conversations.
in French, and or English. Well, not everybody, but they speak English. It's just they also speak French, I'm assuming. And on Friday afternoons from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. in EW 204 is the Bounce Back Study Hall, and this is a tech-free study hall. So make sure you check that out. Sometimes the professors will be walking around in there, so this is a great chance for you. If you're studying for like a test or something coming up, you can just go and ask. Like if they're coming through, you can just say, "Oh, hey, can I ask you about this one specific thing?" So it's definitely something to check out if you need a place to study.
And to wrap up your weekly events, Friday nights from 7 to 8 and WW 105 is the drop-in drawing group. I know this is still happening because apparently Melissa from First Gen has been there a couple times. We still haven't heard any feedback about it, so if you are, maybe I should just go ask Melissa directly, but if anybody does have any information about it, just let us know so that we can...
Tell everybody.
Yeah.
Also upcoming on the 26th, the Study Abroad Fair is going to be by the security desk. So yeah, if you're thinking about studying abroad, and you have questions, you have anything like that, you can go check that out on the 26th. And it doesn't say what time, so I'm assuming it's just going to be.
Yeah, it didn't give a time.
Yeah, it's probably going to be. Just check it out during the day sometime.
Speaking of upcoming events, related to past events. This past week, there was the football pub, and they actually managed to raise quite a bit of money, and there was a really big turnout. So I just got a message from them a couple minutes ago, and they really wanted to give you guys a big thank you for showing up and supporting them. And there may or may not be another pub that is planned in the future. They're kind of tossing it around, but they just wanted to give out a big thank you to everybody that came and participated. So good cause. Let's go, ladies powder puff team.
It was definitely a good pub. I actually really enjoyed myself. It was. Because normally in the year there's the Halloween pub and the Mardi Gras pub. They're the biggest pubs, and they usually are the ones that get the good amount of thing. And then a lot of other pubs, like, they fall off. But they did a very, very good job at this pub. I'm so happy for them because they did such a good job. And a lot of people came out, and it was a good pub. It was a good night. And I hope that we have more pubs like that in the future. I can't wait for their next one. And yeah, I'm excited for the pub life this year. I think it's going to be good. It's going to be better than it has been in the past.
Definitely. And also for upcoming events, guys, exams are coming up. This is like what? There's 2 more weeks of November left after this.
It's
November's
crazy.
almost done. This semester is almost done. So if you haven't started thinking about your exams or you haven't checked your exam schedule, go do that and
make sure you check it out because
it's online. It's also posted up by the Learning Center across from the Sasa Lounge. Start planning for that, and also if you are going to be going home, start planning your trip home because prices do change as you get closer and closer to the date that you want to fly, especially around Christmas, or you want to take the bus. Whatever you guys want to do, just start planning now. Don't wait.
Trust me, you'll be like, oh, no, it's fine. I can just do whenever. And then you get closer and you're like, oh, yeah, that's expensive because it's Christmas. Everybody wants to go back at Christmas, and there's only so many flights that you can get. So, or buses if that's what you're doing too. So it can get, yeah. But yeah, make sure you do that well in advance. Trust me, otherwise you'll regret it. I've done it before. So, yeah. So let's talk about stuff.
So over the next few podcasts that are going to be wrapping up the semester, I just thought that maybe we could, John and I, to help get to know you guys a little bit better and help you guys get to know us, we could start answering maybe like a question or two per podcast. Obviously, if you guys have any suggestions, feel free to email them in. Feel free to comment and subscribe and love, and we'll talk about that again later. But this is just another way for you guys to get to know us a little bit more, and there will be much more of that stuff in the near future. Look out for us next semester because we're going to be coming hard and fast, and everybody is going to know who we are. Well, everyone kind of already knows who I am, but that's a different reason.
But the aura, yes.
So for this week's question, to John, I pose to you, what have you enjoyed about being on the aura so far this year?
Well, for me, I've really enjoyed just the changes that have been going on, like everything that Maria's been doing in the background. I've been loving where I can see the aura going, and if you're talking about actually being on like what we're doing on the radio, then probably my favorite, and I'm hoping he'll come back and sit with us whenever. Dave, I loved those podcasts with Dave. I know
we miss you, Dave.
We miss you, Dave.
And also Caleb a little bit.
Yeah.
Caleb's kind of been replaced by Dave. Sorry.
Sorry, Caleb. But yeah, those podcasts, I thought like we were just having a lot of fun. Now it's like we're still trying to have that fun, but it's like and in the future we're gonna have even more fun, and I think that prospect is what's making me really excited for where this is going. So yeah, that's what I've enjoyed, I guess, the most. So what have you enjoyed the most?
Well, I think that your answer is fantastic, but given that this is my first semester here, and I've really enjoyed being able to help build the Aura brand up, and I've really enjoyed all the people that I've gotten to meet through Aura and all the different networking opportunities that I've had with a bunch of people around the school. It's always nice to meet new people and get new perspectives. I've also really enjoyed brainstorming with Jon about how we're going to bring this to the next level next semester, because this semester was kind of our big growing pains period. Yeah. And thank you to the people who have continued to watch us throughout this. It's definitely not without its own struggles. I mean, we are both full-time students as well. We both work. I volunteer on top of all of that. I
work on top of that. I do a bunch of other stuff. So
we do put quite a lot into this program, and I'm glad to see that there are some results being gained, and we're gaining some momentum, and that's just... And I also really enjoy being on the radio. I kind of enjoy being able to speak my voice here. Hopefully in the future, it may or may not happen next semester, but I seriously think that I should just get my own like segment to rant about things. I think that everybody would be entertained by it. That's just like a personal thing though. But no, I've just really enjoyed the whole experience of being on Aura, and I highly encourage people that haven't joined clubs or who are looking to kind of get involved in things next semester, because maybe your first year and you wanted like the first semester to settle in, find a club that you actually enjoy doing, because this really doesn't have much to do with either of our programs. Yeah. And I love that part of it. I love that I can incorporate some parts of my program and some of the skills that I use here, some of the skills that I use in my profession, but it's a nice break from always being in that sort of mindset. I mean, for me with social work, you never really lose the mindset, but I do enjoy having the kind of like the brain break where I don't have to talk about theory or analyze social problems. I mean, I love doing that, and that will probably be something that will happen in the future, but it's also nice to sometimes just do something because you like doing it. So if this is something that you think that you might like doing, then get a hold of us, because I know that I really enjoy this. It's nice to connect with students. It's nice. It's just fun. Jon's a great guy to hang out with. Dave, as always, he just got bogged down with work, and just, we understand. Trust me, we get it. So we're not holding against him. Caleb, when he comes back, it's a good club to be in, because it's a very nice atmosphere. Mm-hmm. So that was my very long-winded what have I enjoyed about Aura.
And just going off what Maria said as well, like as students, you're not defined just by what you study. Like you're not just the student. You are a human being who has other interests, other hobbies, other ideas that you want to explore. So things like clubs like this, there's like a bunch of other clubs where it may not have anything to do with anything that your program has to do. Like for me, I'm computer science. I mean, this kind of with like some of the technical stuff, but not really. It's not really anything to do with my program, but I enjoy doing it. I really like doing it. So it's just something you kind of take your mind off something and just help out with, and just, because you're not just your program as a student.
It's true. And this is where, like, I think that in the future, Jen Reed, you should get Aura to do like promotional campaigns for you, because I really believe that because we are a small school and because we are more of a community than this division of programs, everybody here talks to everybody. There's a lot of friendliness. There's a lot of cohesion between everybody here. It is a small school, and you really do get what you put into it. Like, you get the access to your teachers, you get the access to other students, to programs, to clubs, to activities. And the more that you put into this school, the more that you get out of it. It's not one of those schools where you're just a number. You really are a person here, and you have a very good chance of making an actual name for yourself among the school, because we are close and we are small. So
because it's small, anything that you do will have a much bigger impact than it would at any other school, because there's so many people that you can almost get lost. Like, like in the amount of people that are trying to also do the same thing you're doing. Here, that's the same thing that's true. Everybody wants to do something, but because there's so few people, you will more than likely make some kind of impact on a number of people here, and that's the great thing about it. That's the thing I love probably the most about coming to Algoma. Like, no word of lie. That defines why I came here, probably.
I agree. Like, we're both from the South. He's from Barrie. I'm from St. Catharines, so I'm from, like, the deep South of Ontario.
Deep South.
But I hate the snow. I'm just going to say that right now. This amount of snow, I am not okay with it, especially since, like, this is probably as much snow as, like, Niagara got, period, last year. But that being said, I wouldn't give up my position at Algoma for a position down south at all. I would not enjoy myself as much at another university, and that speaks to not only just like the programs that we're in that we love, but the people that we get to work with, the people that are here, the staff, the students. It's just the whole vibe of Algoma. So if people who are not currently attending Algoma are watching this, dead serious, consider it. It's a great school, and it's only going to get better. That's
the thing. It can only go up from here. It's small, so small that it's going to be growing, and we're already seeing so much growth in Algoma, with numbers wise, with renovations that are being done, with different clubs. Like we now have a radio station. But these kind of if you take Aura for example, we will grow with the university. That's the plan, and we will get to the stage that we need to get to, and that will be for a lot of other clubs that are starting. So if you come here, then you have the opportunity to start something that will eventually, you can say that you started and that you had a big impact in making or helping make it. So that's something to think about.
It's a big deal. Jen, you really should just get us to make you a campaign video.
Come on
now. If everybody wants us to make a campaign video, vote now. We'll just give it to Jen Reed and just be like, here you go. Anyways, as mentioned earlier, don't forget to follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Subscribe, like our channel, leave comments. Love us, email us. Email's up here. However you want to contact us. And don't forget to follow Algoma University on Twitter and Facebook. They have some pretty interesting posts.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of information, lots of good ideas, lots of good information, and stuff that's happening around the campus if we happen to miss it.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. Well, that's all the time we have for today. So thank you for tuning in to Algoma U Radio The Aura. Catch us next Sunday for another exciting podcast. I'm Jon.
And I'm Maria, and we will see you next time.
Stay true, Algoma U.